Greetings, this is Frosty Thundertrod, and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm finally going to finish this damn game series. Alright, so I still got a little bit more housekeeping to take care of here in the camp. Let's start off by talking to Socio.
Hello again. I'm very pleased to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. It's a pity I wasn't there at the Grey Garrison to witness your feats of strength with my own eyes. The flash, however, could be seen miles and miles away. Some people were frightened of it, thinking that the demons had blown up the remains of the keep. I, for one, knew immediately that it was a good sign. The light above the city showed us that there was still hope.
Frosty, you wanted to discuss something with me, right?
Yes, I have a personal request. Before we undertake our journey and leave Canabris behind, I would like to visit Martyr Zacharias' cemetery for a funeral. It's not far from here, and it's important. I would like to pay my respects to my friends from the Temple of Shaylin who died defending the city. Also, if it's not too much trouble, I would like you to come with me to honor their memory. Their friends and family will be at the funeral, and perhaps the commander's personal presence will bring them comfort.
Indeed. As a servant of Phrasma, I attending funerals is within the bounds of my faith to actually shepherd the dead onto the court of judgment before Pharasma. Man, am I stumbling over my words again today.
I know that you are burdened by many cares right now, so I understand if you can't find the time. But if you could, I would be sincerely grateful.
Yes, I will be there. It was nice meeting you. Now I have to go.
You must be rather busy indeed. Leading a crusade all by yourself is no joke. I still believe that you are up to the task. This war has been raging for 100 years, but you've given us a chance at victory.
Okay. Have I given him a glaive yet? So, no, I have not. You can have Darkhorn. Alright. Let's speak to Lord to your Hawkblade. Lord to your Commander. Let me personally congratulate you on your new title and thank you for your time in advance. I am Lotier Hawkblade, Inquisitor of the Church Iomade, Bringer of Light. I require your assistance in a certain delicate matter involving one of your companions, young Count Darren Arande. Knowledge roll check passed. You are one of Prelate Hellrune's followers? Yes, of course. I guess he doesn't realize he's dead. What is your opinion on his atrocities? Usually people reveal such things about themselves only to their confessor, not to some curious stranger. Still, I did ask for your help, and that imposes a certain obligations upon me. Let me put it like this. I spent enough years by Prelate Holden's side to learn how to keep him from going over the line. Yeah, well, are you aware that I was the one who killed him? No, I wasn't. Why are you revealing this to an Inquisitor and so calmly? That's a surprisingly bold move. How did it happen? I wanted to protect a priest of Desna. he was deemed a traitor and threatened with execution. I will have to confirm your testimony when I finish investigating the Count's case, but knowing the Reverend Halrun and his attitude towards Desnians all too well, I also know that it is true. News is hard to accept. Why did I leave Canarbus right when everyone needed me the most? Perhaps I could have protected the people and prevented my brethren from making fatal mistakes that led to such an ignominious end. What brings you here? I wish to you to I wish to ask you to assist the Church of Iomade in an investigation of the utmost importance. I understand the letter of the Crusade has plenty of other matters to attend to, but please allow me to tell you the details. Perhaps it will explain why I'm calling upon you. I suppose that you have already heard about Count Arendel's story. I refer to a tragedy at Heaven's Gate Estate. Oh, I got a cat in the screen. Alright, get out of the screen, cat. You're going to investigate this old case again, aren't you? Yes, I am. I have several reasons to doubt the widely shared account of what exactly happened at the estate and how it happened. You see, Commander, I was among those sent to examine the estate after the incident. I saw everything with my own eyes, and I still remember it clearly, even though it feels like it happened a lifetime ago. Heaven's Edge was a unique place that still carries the spirit of old Mendiv before the world wound, and yet that day it turned into a labyrinthine house of horrors, like someone only seen in our nightmares. Apologies for the digression. I wanted to tell you about my suspicions. Everything about the incident seemed odd. Why was the only person left alive a young boy with a newfound talent for divine magic? Why did somebody send to Canarbris? Why did nobody send to Canarbris for help, even though the agony spanned many hours? We found the demons dead, with their heads cut off. And when we got to the estate, how they were defeated. How did the disease kill even the paladins present at the estate, who are said to be immune to any disease? That's probably the reason why you see so many paladins in the brothels. If the demons have found a way to penetrate the holy warrior's defenses, why has this never been repeated since the tragedy at Heaven's Edge? You are the only person who can help me here, Commander, because the only living witness to those events is currently serving in your army. Your army's routine will take you near the very site of the tragedy, Heaven's Edge. It has been abandoned and sealed with potent magic throughout all these years. Only the Count has the power to break the seal. He is unlikely to invite an Inquisitor inside. In any case, he won't like me sniffing around in his family seat. But if you, as his commander, express your wish to visit the estate, he will be obliged to fulfill it, and I will simply follow you as one of your attendants. Frosty, fine, I will help you. What do you need me to do? Thank you, Commander. Now I ask you to speak to the Count and tell him that you wish to see Heaven's Edge. Please do not inform him of my presence right away. I will join your escort when the time to travel to the estate. When we get there, we'll also require your help during the investigation. You will have to follow me, observe my actions as an independent witness. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. I remain here for a while. I have to go. Alright, let's go talk to Darren. Frosty, did you also receive a fraction of that unusual power? Darren, looks like it. I genuinely hoped that getting away from you would be the end of it. If your gift truly did come from Iomade, then giving me a smidgen of that power is a very subtle joke on her part. I had no idea our divine lightbringer of Mendev even had a sense of humor. Don't get me started on the many acts of sacrilege against her. That obscene engraving, the truth about the test of the Starstone, is the tamest one by far. People say you are deliberately trying Queen Galfrey's patience. Is that true? Darren, does it even matter? All the men of high society has declared war on me. They either despise me or they're trying to steer me back to the right path. I am doing everything in my power to keep them on their toes. I relish the prospects of all the fun to mess with fun this mess in Canarbus will bring. I shall either commission a song about the great Canarbus fiasco from a certain talented bard, or confuse the jewelers with a rather tall odor. A bunch of silver dragon toys with detached heads. Give me a week and they will be in every shop in the capital. You should make sure it's really easy to rip the wings off your dragon trinkets as well. Kids are going to love it. Darren laughs. So be it. From now on, you are my muse. Frosty, I would love to visit Heaven's Edge and see the Runday estate someday. Oh, I was just about to mention it myself. I've been thinking now that we're in the middle of this whole crusade nonsense. I simply must devise new ways to have fun. With all the recent commotion, my birthday completely slipped my mind. What if we were to celebrate it at Heaven's Edge? It's not far from here, and you'll get to enjoy a banquet in a bona fide haunted house. All right, deal. Perfect. You'll have a ball. I'll make sure of it. I should go. All right.
Something here.
How far am I from leveling? I'm quite a ways. What did I just find? My Canarbers be damned. Okay. Pray that Hullrune is dead, so.
I'm gone.
Let's talk to Hiller. Which influential crusader did you say from the Spinner of Nightmares? I've been hunting the Spinner of Nightmares for over a year. My agents, by that time I created a proper network, reported to me she'd returned to Neurosian. I immediately suspected she was planning a great atrocity. By that time I learned all too well that the Spinner was a master of illusion and charms. That's why I never left the house without this. This is the Eye of Truth. It allows me to see through illusions. My friend got it from the priests of Nethys. However, neither this monocle nor my network of agents were adequate to prevent the attacks, and we were nearly too late. The Spinner of Nightmares decided to strike at the Cruciform Cathedral. They had gathered to celebrate the victory of the First Crusade. It was a great holiday, and there was a lavish ceremony at the cathedral. The influential priest, Athalticus, I ain't never going to be able to pronounce that, was in charge of the festivities. and they were intending to crown him with a tiara, a symbol of his high status. But the sacred tiara had been replaced. The spinner obtained a ankylos, a sentient and rather ominous uh, cephalopod. Yes, cephalopod. Right, that's a type of bug from the other end of the world. She raised it from an elver and trained it carefully, and then she cast an illusion on it so everyone would see it as a tiara. The moment its shell was placed on uh, Ant Hawk and Hawticulus' head, the cephalopod would release its tentacles and penetrate the priest's skull. Its poison would seep into his brain, and it would seize control over and Hawticulus' dead body. Fortunately, we were able to stop this madness in time. I spotted a spinner of nightmares in the crowd, chased her down, and we ended up crossing swords on the roof of the cathedral. I nearly defeated her, but she fled upon a giant stallion, but she was able to run across the air as if it were on the ground. I was so close to catching her. She suffered a setback, but I let her escape. Frosty, tell me about your confrontation with this spinner of nightmares. Okay, we'll talk about this later. I have to go. Alright. Let's speak to Noor. Frosty, tell me about yourself. Oh my, I could tell you many amazing things, and you choose the most boring of all. But alright, I'll tell you about myself. Where are you from? Isgir, a small piece of land that proudly calls itself a country, though it hasn't been independent for a single day in all of its centuries it's existed. They've got a lot of national pride, but all of it's borrowed, always looking to the great day when it can at least be free of the ruthless Shelix. Isgori love talking politics. If two of them start bargaining over beats in the market, you can be sure that they'll end up arguing about whether an independent Asgard will be a monarchy or a republic. I've always found it funny to listen to and a little disheartening. You see, there are a lot of us halflings in the country, but very few are citizens. Most are slaves. But I was lucky. I'd always been clever, and ever since I was little, so they sent me to a school instead of making me do the grunt work. They taught me to count and write. I was sold as a secretary to Lord uh, Exelar Tresbat. He's the one I left Isgar with. Never to return, I hope. How did you come to serve Queen Gelfrey? I was a slave of Lord Exelar Tresbat in Isker, my homeland. Oh, what a man he was. He towered over us fellows like a rock over a garbage heap, a true hero. He bought me as a simple secretary, but he made me learn the history of the world wound. All of it, one volume after another. He hired tutors for me, even sent me to meet prominent historians. He didn't want a simple slave, but a slave with an impeccable education. Lord Tresbot was going on a crusade. He firmly believed that the servants of the good gods were weak, and only a follower of Asmodeus could stand against the demon invasion. He took me along as a secretary, a historian, and most importantly, he entrusted me with records of his glorious story for future generations. In this crusade, Lord Tresbot performed many brave feats, but even he could not stand against the world wound alone. In his final battle with the demons, when my lord realized he was doomed, his final act was to cover my retreat, so that I could tell the world of his great deeds. Some people have said what he did was not heroic, just an arrogant moron puffing himself up one last time. But I say, curse their tongues. My difficult journey ended in Mendiv, where I found my freedom. There I published Lord Tresbot's biography, and I don't want to boast, but who am I kidding? Of course I do. The book sold in great numbers and made me rather famous for a time. That's what brought me to Queen Gulfrey, to the Queen's attention. She invited me to her court. After all, she was curious about my deceased lord, and she was in great need of an expert on the history of the world wound. I hope you'll find me useful as well. Do you worship any deity? When I was a slave in Isgard, they would beat me with a stick and force me to believing in As, Asmodeus. They hit me and said it was for my own good. Ever since then, I don't like temples. I realize there are different gods like Desna or Kaiden who teach goodness and freedom, but it's just as soon as I smell frankincense, I see the slave driver's stick. Maybe one day I'll be able to turn to a deity without cringing from a blow for not being reverent enough. But for now, I let others pray for me. Succeed at perception check. Nora sounds sincere, but you feel she's holding something back. So you're not just a historian, but a writer too. Will you write a book about my crusade? Haha, why not? As soon as we finish off the demons, I'll get right to it. Just take care that you don't end up like Lord Tresbot. Frosty, thank you for your answers. You're welcome, but you should ask me about something more interesting. You've probably heard about the wound I have, the one that sometimes opens on my chest. Can you perhaps tell me if it's some sort of demonic curse? Yes, indeed, I have been told of your infliction. Can you will the wound to open? No, that's a shame. Perhaps you know of other cases like this? Let's think. In 4671, a Mendev army corporal had all of his bones and cartilage turned to glass. In 4700, a scribe in Canarbris had all of her skin simply come away like she'd been boiled. And in 4638, you don't happen to have any insects crawling over you? Locusts? No. Rats, perhaps? Too bad. What can you tell me about this wound? Well, it's difficult to say. I know of blades that leave never healing cuts, of poisons that stop wounds from healing. I've heard of witches' curses that are rewarded with eternal wounds, but wounds that seem to reopen and heal over and over. Frosty, do you think it's dangerous? It most likely is dangerous, but you are under protection of Ialmade, Commander. She grated. She granted you mythic power, as they say. Surely the Inheritor would not leave you to face this alone. Have you perhaps noticed that the wound opens at moments when you waver in your faith? Perhaps it's triggered by doubt. Thank you for your answers. Tell me the history of the world wound. Alright. I'm gonna skip all this for now. I have to go. Alright. Let's see how long are we in. 24 minutes. I got plenty of time left. Alright, go back to my tent.
Let's head out.
Alright, let's check everybody's spells here. Alright. I don't think you need that many restoration lessers. Alright. About a sound burst, effortless armor, grace. Well, once again, you don't need this many prayers. One delay poison communal, that's nice. Archons Archon's aura, that's also nice. What do you have at level 1? Protection from evil. Alright. There we go. Ninyo. So. You can... I don't think you need more... one shield. Mage armor. Couple more magic missiles. Alright, level 2. So. Alright, level 3. Two haste. Fireball. Slow. And a deep slumber. Okay. Alright, got everybody's spells in order. Let's go ahead and rest. Alright. I'll leave Ulbrich behind, and I'll take Socio with me. Social, what is this twisted mockery? Who could possibly... Wait, what's this? He bends down and recovers something from the ground. Take a look at this. Social hands you a black onyx gem to you. Once precious, the stone is now covered in cracks, falling apart in your grip as you examine the engraved minotaur's head and the unholy symbol of Baphomet. The cleric's voice, perplexed at first, fills with rage as he speaks. Cultists! Simply murdering my friends was not enough for them. No, they had to come to the funeral and desecrate the graves. Frosty. Looks like some of the townspeople were only feigning their grief. Socio. The demon worshippers are everywhere. Now understand why the Inquisitors of Canabras became so paranoid. Wait, the townspeople fled the undead without knowing they have a traitor among them. Whoever they are in great danger. We must find them.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
I'm quite dead. Thank the gods, and thank you too. I knew this was going to happen someday. They buried me alive. Frosty. I hate to break it to you, but you're actually dead. Unquiet dead. How dare you? What utter foolishness. Do I look like a corpse to you? No, no, no. You forget yourself. You shouldn't be ashamed to say such things. The dead Baroness wags her finger at you in a chastising moment, but cuts herself short, staring at her own hand in horror. Wait, how? This simply can't be. I shan't permit it. Cecile, I'm afraid it's true. I'm truly sorry. The graveyard was desecrated by a necromancer. It seems that he disturbed your rest as well. Unquiet dead. So I died, but even in death, the accursed servants of the abyss torment me. Can nothing be done? Perhaps you could lay me to rest. I quite enjoyed my life in this world, but now there is no place for me here, not in this miserable form. Frosty, would you like to pass along any words of comfort to your family, friends or family while you're here? Undead, unquiet dead. That good-for-nothing band of hangers-on? Most certainly not, thank you very much. I'm reasonably confident they've already brought my estate to ruin and squandered the fortune I bequeathed to them. They will have to do without my missives. Spare us both that indignity and embarrassment. You see, I would still be in the company of those I truly care for, were it not for your discourteous sorcerer and his parlor tricks. In Pharasma's name, I grant you peace. Unquiet dead, thank you. You feel free to take my burial jewelry. Those pieces are dreadfully out of fashion where I'm going anyway. Well, it looks like they're waiting for us. There's a whole squad of undead guarding the door. Maybe we should look for another entrance. Alright, well. As a hunter of Pharasma, I must destroy the undead, so I think I'd rather just go through them than go around them. Alright, here's the last one. Alright, cut through them pretty well. Ooh, a magic bow.
Follow my steps.
Alright, let's see what's in this magic... what this magic bow is. It is longbow +1. So nothing too special. Alright. This one's a boss fight, so I'm going to go ahead and stick with this one. All you have to do is die in the name of Baphomet. Have faith you can do it. Don't you dare get away from them. Zosiel goes on a one-man rampage. This is the end of your blasphemous magic. I will not let you harm the living or the dead anymore. Do you think I need your permission? You bumbags, stand up and kill.
No time for debates.
The light.
Alright, Sela, move forward. Alright, Nino. Give us a haste. Alright, Valiant, come over here. Try to trip. Alright. That zombie lord's been knocked down. Lan. Kill this necromancer.
You won't survive me.
Excellent. I love Lan. He's so reliable in that way. Okay. Stomper. Alright. Ember. Yeah, once Ember gets Burning Ray, she becomes rather reliable too. Alright, Tandem. Get the zombie lord. Alright. Zosiel. Turn undead. Frosty. Alright, Sela.
No glory without risk.
Good job. Zosiel took a pretty big hit there, but should be okay. Alright. Nino. Magic Missile the Zombie Lord.
I can still fight.
Yeah. Alright, Valiant, try to trip this skeleton. Nope. Alright. Land, kill that skeleton. Wow.
I failed you, friends.
That's alright. You're not done yet. You're just knocked down. Right. Speaking of knocked down, there goes that. Another zombie lord down. Alright, Tandem, come up here and stomp on the skeleton. Alright, Frosty. See if you can get Socio back up. That was a good heal. Sela, come up after this skeleton. Alright, Ninio. Magic missile that archer.
I've failed you, friends.
Alright.
Make every strike count.
Wow. That was some amazingly low rolls there, Lan. Alright. Ember, burn that skeleton up there. Tandem, go up and help Sela. Alright, so Frosty, let's see here. Is there anything within reach that I can... Yes, I can come up here after this archer.
The light take you!
Alright. Alright, Ninio, magic missile, that archer. Last one left. Alright. Valiant, can you charge over? Yes. Good.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Necromancer, I surrender. Stop. I give up. Don't hit me. Socio, damned rat, how dare you? You scumbag, I remember you. You came to our temple begging for healing. Just a month ago, we fed you. We shared our table with you and took you in. Then you. I don't even know what I'm going to do to you. Necromancer, stop it. I surrender your priestess Shelwyn. I surrender. You have to spare my life. Your goddess demands it. Rusty, is he telling the truth? Your religion doesn't allow you to kill him? So, yes, the Eternal Rose is known for her grace. She teaches us to show mercy to anyone who asks for it. It's one thing to slay an enemy in battle, but a captive, You must try to save their soul, to show them the beauty of the world, persuade them to abandon the path of evil. It's difficult, but the world is better for it. Necromancer, I'm just repeating your own sermons back to you. Come on, Socio. Try to make me repent my sins. Perhaps your kind words will make me abandon Baphomet's teaching. Run to Shellland for redemption and start knitting some masterpieces of my own. Rusty, good. Stop, Socio. It's not worth breaking your goddess's vow because of filth like him. Socio looks at the battered necromancer's face and then at his bloodied hands in disgust. He slowly levels his and unclenches his fists. Socio, thank you for stopping me. I almost broke my vows because of this. I had absolutely no idea there was so much rage in me. It's a shame. A disgrace. I must admit that I enjoyed beating him. Forgive me for letting you see me like this. It should never have happened. You are the commander and he is your captive. It's up to you to decide his fate. I will send a messenger with orders to imprison the cultist. His deeds will be punished to the fullest extent of the law. Yes, that's the right thing to do. Thank you. Socio, it's all right. You're safe now. We should bury the bodies again. This is a place of peace and we must not leave it desecrated like this. May the eternal rose grant them peace at last. Let's be on our way. We have many more innocents to protect from the horrors of this war. Alright. Go back in town, finish looting the bodies. Alright. Alright, time to move on to the next event. Magic anomalies are common in the world of Galorian. So common that the use of the word anomaly is itself questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume the strange sky, the ghostly fire, the rifts in the ground, the rain of eyeballs, all the world wound is known for, should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly travelers feel unease at its borders. Well, perhaps instinctively they understand this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer, through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and his army walk up the high bank of the West Sullen River, where it draws near the border of the world wound. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs, too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over the sharp edges of sickening bends. The shade of mercury on the horizon race into the dirty rust. As it arches above the soldier's head, it retains its familiar azure haze. A whisper sweeps through the ranks. and soon it turns into a grumble. Commander gives a signal to wait and climbs to the highest point among the bank. There he decides to. Alright. So, plus 18 is my best. Address the soldiers and boost their morale. Succeeded at diplomacy check. Establishing rapport with his troops is another battle that the leader must face. Through the subtle alchemy of words, one can win trust and raise morale, or lose faith in authority. Addressing the army on the border of the world wound, the commander seeks to establish himself as a military leader on his new battleground, and his efforts prove fruitful. The soldiers listen dutifully, smiles appearing on their faces. Someone in the ranks jokes that the demons are grown tired of waiting for them. The army keeps moving. Lines of soldiers step warily beneath the shroud of the low black clouds. It's like the world wound has reached out a finger into the lands of Mendiv. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes. One after another, the tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, from behind, right above the soldiers' heads. The power of elements is one side of the scale, the soldiers' faith and inspiration on the other. It's plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs a gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggles last over half an hour, but the army losses are a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, soldiers continue on. Their first encounter with the world wound has ended in their favor. Gain 24 experience. Morale. Change to morale plus 10, current morale 14. Socio, good afternoon, Commander. How can I help you? Thank you for talking to me. Okay, I guess he didn't have anything to add after that whole ordeal in the graveyard. Oh, her mysterious self is back. The hell do you want from me? Hillor, it's good to see you. What can I do for you? Would you like to renew your forces with excellent fighters? Rossi, who was the elf that was talking to you? Hillor, she didn't introduce herself, but she was greatly interested in the volunteers that have joined the army. She thought I might know the elf that she was looking for from my mercenary contracts, but I couldn't tell you any more than that. She never shared his name. I have to go. Sela, we are friendly here. Ellen and Curl must be around here somewhere, and Joanna too. If they gave her permission to leave. Oh, there they are. Ellen the Hound Hearts. Greetings, Sela, and greetings to you, Knight Commander. Sir Ellen puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day you met at Defender's Heart. Joanna Allery. Joanna puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing than usual. Ellen is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple of nobodies like us. Now you turned into us to Saviors of Canarbris, Knights of the Fifth Crusade, marked by Iomede's blessing, and you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk. Sela, let's not talk about it, I assure you. I'm the same Sela, your friend from the League of the Cart, and we come here to help you look for Eland's ring. By the way, where's Curl? Elin, he didn't come with us. He said he had an old wound that was acting up. All right, my friends. Since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems. Ember, I'm glad we're here to help you, Elin. I hope everything works out perfectly for you and your wedding, too. I love weddings so much. They're so full of joy and new beginnings. But I haven't been to any yet. Can I come? Elin, of course, Lady Ember. Let's hope my bride doesn't run away from the bungler who managed to lose the ring he brought for her. Frosty, what does the ring look like, and where should we look for it? Elin, the last time I saw the ring, it was with my things in my traveling chest. Now the camp's a total disarray. I don't know how we'll ever find it. The ring was made of shiny silver metal with a deep blue-green jewel. You can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweler, he's an artist. There's no mistaking his one of his creations. Lan, a trinket worth several months' pay, Ellen? The rules on the surface are insane. You should give your girls fried rats like we do. Save yourself a lot of trouble. Frosty, is there something wrong, Ellen? Am I making you nervous? Ellen, I apologize. Johanna is right. Much has changed since we met in Canabras. Some things for the better, some not at all. Frosty, alright, off we go. Johanna and I will look along the north side. We'll see you when we find something. Or when we give up trying.
Let us be careful.
Oh. You can kill these deer, I just don't see any reason why I would do it.
Tread lightly.
The tent is different from the rest. There's a strong burnt smell around it and a rustling sound. Alright. I know what this means. Some more of those Burrock fire demon things. Alright. I should have a... Here it is. Resist fire communal.
No reason to pause.
I'm always open to ideas.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
I shall not fail.
Alright, this is kind of like a little mini boss battle.
Oh, they'll regret this.
Alright, Lan. Attack this one that hasn't attacked yet.
Survive me.
Well, Nino failed.
No glory without risk.
They better start running.
Surrender or
And using fire on a fire demon doesn't seem like a very good idea.
Aim carefully.
Endure this!
Alright.
The mongrel did it.
As soon as I touch this chest here, it'll trigger a boss battle, so I'm gonna leave that to last.
I'm gone.
Another artifact that the storyteller can restore for me, but it's gonna be a long time before I see the storyteller again. Mobility 20. Failed the mobility check. Alright. Failed mobility check again. There we go. Only took 3 tries. Alright, Sela, I want you to take... No, Sela. There we go. Divine Protector. +2 Mithril Heavy Shield grants a wielder damage reduction of 5. Alright.
Follow my steps. Our duty calls.
Okay, let's go ahead and buff up.
Unimosi travisi. Unimosi travisi. Unimosi travisi. Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
We'll make things right.
Axel, yes.
Are we ready to move out?
Essen, Axel, yes. Now, air, order.
I ever see Sarkoris green again?
Anything new?
Ba, air, rite. We will win this war.
Ona Arayana.
Let us bide our time.
A bright future awaits us.
Yes?
Esme, Axel, yes.
Alright, quick save and let's trigger this battle. Quonset, mine! Quonset, mine! Sela, Ella, Jolan, they're alright, they'll come around soon. Quickly, Frosty, let's catch a little rascal before he runs off with the ring. Mine, the ring is mine. You can't catch me, silly, weak dampier. Okay. The golem references are strong with this one.
Let's head out.
Come and get me, you're too slow. It's fun to play. Give me the ring, you scoundrel. Girl, before Ellen manages to get to the Quonset, Pearl appears right next to it, quite out of nowhere. He snatches the ring from the demon's paws. You mustn't get it. Ellen had, Pearl, what are you? Sela, thrusting herself between Ela and Pearl, Sela barely manages to absorb the blow aimed at the halfling. Elin, stop! Have you gone mad? Elin of the head hums. He's using a summon spell. Why did you stop?
Rip them in half!
Alright. No, Elin, Sela, I didn't sign up for this. Get ready, we're on our own now. Alright. Valiant tried to knock down this Babaloo. Sneak attack that and Frosty, that ain't good. Here comes another one in.
I feel faint.
Another sneak attack on Frosty. Are they all gonna target Frosty again? Yes, they are.
Clawing time!
Into the fray!
Now Frosty is dead, so... Yeah, having everybody just focus having all the enemies focus the main characters really annoying. And this game does it a lot. Fortunately, my hunter is usually a little bit tougher. But like I know when I try to play the Angel of Death, at this stage in the game, the Angel of Death is very, very weak.
Be careful, everyone.
No, Ellen, Sela, help! Damn it, I didn't sign up for this, yeah. Alright. Land? Take down this Babaloo here before it can
You
stab
crossed
Frosty.
the wrong monk.
Ah.
I feel faint.
Yeah, sure I do. Alright. I'm gonna swap my weapon out too. A little bit more defense.
Learn from my mistake.
Alright, Frosty's down, but he's not dead this time. Obrig.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Valiant.
Into the fray! Ha!
Alright, Nino. Let's see here. Do I have a scroll of haste in here? No, I have a scroll of expeditious retreat. Thought I had a scroll of haste, but I guess not. Alright, deep slumber. Let's see if I can. Alright, I took down one of them. Alright, Ember. That was a good hit. Alright, Lan.
You won't survive me.
Alright, Tandem Smite Evil on this Babaloo. Alright, Obrig.
Will be the stuff of legend.
Valiant. Yes, good. So that one's laying on the ground. That makes him a lot more vulnerable. Alright, Sela. Heal living. Okay, Nino. Hideous Laughter. Nope. Damn it! Another save a little bit closer.
accept their statement.
All right. So I'm gonna switch weapon. No, switch weapon, not move. All right.
You
Land?
crossed the wrong mongrel.
Operane sentes. The light, take you!
See, they're all focusing on Frosty. Now this one's going after Tandem. So
Clawing time.
all right.
Are, ti, go.
Who is the most damaged? This one is.
Ti.
Attack!
That was a good hit.
You
Lan?
won't survive me.
Good one, Lan.
Into the fray!
This will be the stuff of legend.
I'm going to try to knock this one down. Nope. Tandem. All right.
Al, sa, down.
Okay, that's one put to sleep. So I'll take some of the pressure off.
Are, ti,
Continue fighting, everyone.
Aim carefully.
Endure this.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
They'd better start running.
Alright, that's another one down. Now this is becoming more manageable. Alright. Hideous laughter. Okay. Alright.
Forwards!
Make every strike count.
The light take you!
Clawing time.
Alright, only 2 left now.
A solid plan.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Into the fray!
Alright, since this one was asleep, not laughing, it's going to stand up this turn.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Alright, that's taken care of. Ninio? Alright. Ellen gets the last attack. Sheila, Elan, what are you doing? You nearly cut down Curl. Without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all this. He might be a victim himself. Elan of the Houndhearts. What am I doing? He lured us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought there wouldn't be anyone at the camp besides some small harmless demons. So he set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters had him targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in redemption of scoundrels. Seela, we barely know anything about what happened. Curl is a good lad. He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic. And now we will never know because you let him escape. Better let the thief escape than to cut down the innocent. Alright, yeah, Blackburn's calculation here. And this is something that Benjamin Franklin also picked up on. Blackburn's calculation was that it's better that that 10 guilty people escape if one innocent doesn't suffer. Benjamin Franklin paraphrased it and upped the count to be it's better that 100 guilty people escape than one innocent suffer. But they both have a point here, so Frosty, you two need to calm down. You're both right in your own way. Anyway, what's been done can't be undone. Elena the Headhounds. We're lucky no one died today in this little while. What do you mean? I died twice. But who knows where Sela's naivete may one day lead you. Do you hear me, sister? You're not just another knight. Whatever you do may have terrible consequences. Tila, clearly you have nothing to say. Go ahead, spit it out. Elin, Sela, I don't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, so I'm going to warn you. After what happened at the Grey Garrison, you're in serious danger, and maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them that has stood the test of time. A soldier rises from private to officer, a knight begins as a squire. From even Iomede's paladins gain their abilities gradually, but not you, the commander. You were granted incredible powers far surpassing seasoned paladins, with experience and skill far beyond your years. You received this gift at just the right moment and saved a lot of lives across Mendivs. That's a great deed that will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The Queen gave you such vast power, all the while you sidestepped everything training, experience, hardship. This is not the first time Her Majesty has behaved rashly, and how much good has this brought Mendiv? I'm frightened by what I see, especially by the way that you, Sela, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day you'll lower your sword when you should have driven the blade home, just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters will after you. Elin pauses, as if reluctant to continue, then looks you in the eye. I wanted to tell you the same thing. Alright. This is a lawful response, but I think it actually is the best response. Because he does have a point. You're right to an extent, Elin, but I didn't choose my lot. I'm just trying to fulfill my duty as best as I can. I apologize for my harsh words. I said it to Sela and I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The power you've been given may be your undoing, the undoing of all the Crusaders along with you. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time and subjecting you to danger here. Now at least we know that Kurl is a traitor and Jehona is a coward, ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll learn a lesson from these mistakes, and for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Kenya won't love me solely for the gifts I bring her. Sela, everyone's becoming very complicated all of a sudden. Please, Frosty, let's go back. I'd like to talk to you about it later. I have a lot to think about. Indeed.
No reason to pause.
This war must end.
Yes. Efna. 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 Efna.
Alright, Knowledge World 19.
A failure is just a step to a success.
Alright, see you back at the camp when I talk to Sela. Sela, it's good to see you. Get this. Johanna, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She's been seen running towards Numeria. Looks like she deserted. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about, or not the only thing. Since our raid on the Hound Heart's camp, I've had the sinking feeling that I made a mistake dragging you into this. I mean, I should have known that a raid along the edge of the world wound wouldn't be so easy. But mostly I was wrong about a lot of people. About Jehona, who lost her nerve and abandoned her friends. About Kurl. I know he was a thief, but I really thought he turned over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Ellen, I thought we were kindred spirits, friends through thick and thin, but it looked like I was wrong about him too. Alright. I'm gonna go with the good option. Don't lose your trust in people, Sela. So what's wrong if you make a few mistakes? There's no reason to give up on your ideas. Someone has to show people that there's a better path. Sela, thank you, my friend. I needed that support. Thanks for listening to my grumbling and for helping me get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand. If I get the chance, I'll track down to Jahona and see if I can talk some sense into her and find out why Hurl did what he did. I can't stop thinking about what Ellen told me at the end. I really have become more powerful than the paladins, who are far more experienced and selfless than me. There's something not right about it. A servant of Iomade should gain their powers through dedicated personal effort. It's not the only way to make sure that they'll use the power for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong, and it means I need to be 3 times as hard on myself now. Alright. So it's still 2,000 away from a level up. Let's see if the tieflings have any. Thing good. I believe that a lot of their options have updated. Gnome hook handle of discipline. Robe of inevitability. Ooh. Yes, please. Veteran's armor. Wand of haste. Yes, please. Shock mithril fauchard. Alright. So this does 1d10. Problem is that demons are almost universally immune to electricity. Mithril +2 enchantment. Oh, the hazard. Now this is something I've never seen before. Whenever the wielder of this +2 sling staff lands a hit with it, the enemy must pass a reflex saving throw DC 14 or suffer a random penalty of -1 to will, reflex, or fortitude saving throws. That'd be nice if I had somebody who can use it. Alright.
Follow my steps.
Okay, I've been going an hour and a half, so before I trigger this event, I will end this episode right here. Thank you very much for watching.